Hey, what is going on? The nerdy sports guys here. We have a couple things to talk about. We have three new champions, actually. We have the champion in NHL. The Florida Panthers have won back-to-back Stanley Cups. Believe the Tampa Bay Lightning did a few years ago, and that's the team that did it prior. Super good. Sam Bennett won the Conn Smythe, I believe is how you pronounce it. That is like playoffs MVP. But shout out to him. I know Brad Marchand was a huge part of them winning that cup. Their goalie played a really, really great second half of that series. He did let up one game of a couple more goals than you would have probably liked, but overall, I think you're pretty happy with that performance. Also, NBA, we now have a new champion, the Oklahoma City Thunder. They also won last night. SGA becoming the first player to win the MVP, the scoring title, the playoffs MVP, and the finals MVP, I believe is what it was. I don't remember completely, but I know it was something super cool like that. They ended up beating the Indiana Pacers. Of course, Tyrese Halliburton unfortunately suffered an injury. You're going to see that on every sports thing today of how pop, 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 because for some reason the broadcast showed it like 30 different times. It is what it is. The Thunder end up getting themselves a victory, end up getting themselves the finals. The first of one to be won in Oklahoma City. Yes, they were previously the Seattle Supersonics, but apparently they don't want to remember that, so the Thunder should not remember them, and they got themselves their first championship. Really, really talented team. Kendrick Perkins brought it up today. Is that now you just kind of have to wonder, right? Because it becomes a thing in the NBA of parity, and it kind of does become a thing in the NFL too, right? As soon as a team won a championship, you're trying to bring one of those players in because, well, they're trying to get a role upgrade. They think that they're able to be a starting shooting guard now. They think they're able to be a starting small forward. They're not going to have that position in Oklahoma City, so they're going to try to get that position somewhere else. I would absolutely love to see what they do with someone like Cason Wallace. I don't think Alex Caruso is a starting caliber guy, but he is a phenomenal player. Probably one of the better defenders in the NBA. You know what? I just talked myself out of it. He definitely could be a starter in the near future, and I definitely would love to see that. Other NBA news: Kevin Durant was traded for Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, the 10th overall pick in the 2025 NBA draft, which is coming Wednesday. And I believe I saw it was 5 second-round picks. So I'm kind of learning as this kind of thing goes on, right? That draft picks are kind of crazy in the NBA because in the NFL, those things are kind of like golden, because your next superstar could be coming from the draft. And I would assume that's the same way in the NBA, but the way the GMs are kind of throwing things around, that it is kind of a little crazy to me. I think Dylan Brooks, as far as I remember, got a pretty decent sized contract. So I'm assuming that had a little bit more to do with it than anything. He will probably be thrusted into that small forward position over there in Phoenix as Kevin Durant was traded to Houston Rockets. And now, obviously, now the Suns have a bunch of new players. I think that the Rockets made a humongous deal there because you kept Whitmore, you kept Smith, you were able to keep Sengun. Yeah, no, that team should be really, really dangerous next year after what the Magic just pulled off to get themselves. Hey, we now can compete in the East. I think the Rockets are kind of sending that message that we only plan to go further up. Uh, any other NBA news? Oh, I did learn today, which this is crazy to me. The Denver Nuggets do not have a general manager, and New York does not have a head coach. The New York Knickerbockers. Um, they don't have a head coach heading into the draft. That is Wednesday. That is absolutely nuts to me. Do we have anything else? There was something else I want to talk about. Oh yeah, college baseball. LSU ended up getting themselves a W and getting themselves the College World Series. So shout out to them as well. Huge one for them. I believe they won it just a couple years back. And yeah, no, that is a super cool thing to go. Not a lot of other news really to talk about. Obviously, we know now Tyrese Halliburton has a torn Achilles tendon, which is super frustrating for them. I am very interested to see what Indiana is going to do now. I think that those kind of things are just kind of crazy, right? I don't think there was anything crazy in the NFL news coming lately. John Jones retired from the UFC. Tom Aspinall has been promoted to the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion. That is absolutely awesome. I'm super excited to see that. Really, MLB, I know other than a couple other things, it really hasn't been anything too crazy, anything too noteworthy. I have noticed that the Oklahoma City Thunder are receiving a lot of hate on Twitter or X, yeah, X, the everything app. That is super unfortunate for them, but super cool for me. I'm fine with it. That being said, I think we've kind of got everything that we're talking about in the news, kind of thing. So, with that being said, I think that we're going to wrap it up here for today. We're going to try to keep turning some things out for you. I have some ideas already right in the head. We're going to try to work on those all week long for you. And I want to let you know I do appreciate you if you do find your way to watch this video. I super appreciate it. I hope you give it a like. I hope you comment, tell me that I suck or whatever. I'm completely fine with it. And then you also subscribe because I'm super cool. And make sure to head on over to twitch.tv/ I am Cody Lear to follow me because follow me, follow me, follow me. It would be important. I appreciate it. Thank you. You're awesome. You're great. If I think of anything else that I need to be talking about, that'll probably be mentioned in the next one. But that being said, we've already done it. I'll see you on the next one.